Hello everyone, I am Bhagyashree and today we are going to discuss about above principle. So what is above principle? For doing electronic configuration, we have to understood what is above principle. And by knowing it, one can easily put the electrons in the orbitals of the subcells. See, that too sequentially. We know there are various types of subcells like S, P, D, F, etc. There are various types of subcells in the cell and there are some orbitals in the subcell. So, when we will put electrons in the orbitals, for that we have to know in which orbitals electron will enter first. For knowing this, we have to know above principle. And by knowing above principle, we can arrange the electrons in the orbitals of subcells sequentially. According to above, electrons are filled in various orbitals in the increasing order of their energy. So, what does it mean? For understanding this, you have to know what is an orbital and how much electrons can be present in an orbital. So here you can see this is an orbital and maximum number of electrons which are present in an orbital is 2. That means the capacity of a orbital is two electrons. Each consists of only 2 electrons, and the number of orbitals present in different subcells are different. That means A subcell consists of 1 orbital, P subcell consists of 3 orbital. Here you can see cell consists of some subcell and subcell consists of some orbitals. Okay, so how much orbitals are present in A subcell? You know all 2L plus 1 formula, and the L value for A subcell is 0. The L value for P subcell is 1. So, how much by using this formula, you can calculate the number of orbitals present in a subcell. So, here for A subcell, how much orbitals are present in A subcell? You use 2L plus 1 formula. So, by using this, we get 2L plus 1. That means 2 into 0 plus 1. We get 1. Like this for P subcell, 2L plus 1, we get 2 into 1 plus 1, 3. So from this, we get to know A subcell consists of 1 orbitals, P subcell consists of 3 orbitals. So this is how you can calculate or define the number of orbitals present in a subcell. For this, you have to remember this 2L plus 1 formula. And I previously told one orbital can consist of only 2 electrons. So 3 orbitals. And here you get P subcell consists of 3 orbitals. So how much electrons are present in the P subcell? So as there are 3 orbitals present in the P subcell, so there are 6 electrons can be present in the P subcell, because we know one orbital consists of 2 electrons. So maximum number of electrons are present in the P subcell is 6. Then above principle say the orbitals having lower energy is filled fast. So how one can know which orbitals have lower energy and which orbitals have higher energy? So to solve this problem, we have to know N plus L rule. which is known as above principle. Here n is equal to principal quantum number and L is equal to azimuthal quantum number. And we know for A subcell, L value of L is equal to 0. For P subcell, value of L is equal to 1. For D subcell, value of L is equal to 2. For F subcell, value of L is equal to 3. So, by using N plus L rule, you can easily define which orbitals has lower energy and which orbitals having higher energy. So, here we got to know in between two subcells, the subcells having lower value of N plus L should possess lower energy and it feel fast. By taking an example, you will clearly understood it. So, for example, in between 3s and 3p, which has higher energy and which has lower energy? So how can we know which has lower energy and which one has higher energy? So here first let us consider these 3s. Here you can see this 3 is the n. That means here principal quantum number is 3 and value of s. What is the value of s? What is the value of L for S? Is 0. So here 3 plus 0 is equal to 3. And here value of N is equal to 3. And value of L for P subcell is 1. So equal to 4. Here N plus L equal to 3 and here N plus L equal to 4. So from this I came to know as these n plus n value of this subcell is 4, so it is higher than this. So this subcell has higher energy and this subcell has lower energy. So by using n plus l rule, you can easily define which subcell has lower energy and which subcell has higher energy. So here 3s subcell is filled fast as n plus l value of 3s is less than the 3p. Then one thing you have to know, if n plus l value for two subcells are equal, then the subcell having lower value of n has lower energy and it is filled fast. For example, in between 3p and 4s, which one has the lower energy and which one is the filled fast? First, let us consider these 3p. Here n plus l value for 3p is 3 plus l is equal to 4, and here n plus l value for this subcell 4s, 4 plus 0 is equal to 4. So here n plus l value for 3p is equal to 4 and for 4s n plus value is equal to 4. Here n plus l value for both are same. So here how can we know which one has the lower energy and which one has the highest energy? So in this case we have to focus on principal quantum number. That means the value of n. Here we have to see the value of n for each subcell. Here you can see the value of n for this is 3 and value of n for this is 4. So which one is the lowest? for which one the value of n is lowest? Here for this 3p subcell, the value of n is equal to 3. So as the value of n is less as compared to this subcell, so here this subcell is filled fast, and this one has the lowest energy. We have to consider that it has the lowest energy, and at the time of filling electrons in the orbit of the subcells, we have to fill this 3p subcell first, then we move to 4s subcell. So for learning all this and for arranging the subcells in their according to their increasing order, there is a method which are given in your book also. You have to study. So what is that? For remembering the increasing order of subcell, you have to understand, or you have to check, or you have to remember. Here you can write 1s, as in the first cell only one subcell is present, so you can write 1s, then 2s, 2p. As in the second cell 2 subcells are present, so you can write 2s, 2p, then 3s, 3p and 3d. As in the third cell 3 subcells are present, so you can write this, then 4s, 4p, 4d, 4f, then you can write 5s, 5p, 5d, 5f, and here you can write, but this is not required for you. Then 6s, 6p, 6d and 6f. Then 7s, 7p, 7d, 7f. So how we can arrange according to their increasing order? So above principle says, here you can move this way, downward. That means you have when you are going to fill electrons in the subcell, then first of all you have to enter the electrons in the 1s subcell. Then after the fulfillment of 1s subcell, you have to fill the electron in the 2s subcells, then in the 2p subcell, in the 3s, then then the 3p, then 4s, then 3d. In this way you can enter the electrons or arrange the electrons in the subcell. So here you can write the increasing order: 1s, 2s, then 2p, then 3s, then 3p, then 4s, then 3d, etc. So in this way you can enter the electrons in the subcell. There is another method I previously told. What is that? N plus L rule. By using N plus L rule also you can arrange the electrons in the subcell, or this is another way also. That means by remembering this, or by constructing this structure, you can easily remember what subcell is coming first, and which subcell we have to fulfill first. Okay. And here 1s has the lowest energy, then 2s, and 2p has lowest energy, then 3s, 3s has the lowest energy, then 3p. So this is the increasing order of subcell according to their energy level also. So here by remembering this also, you can easily able to know which subcell has lower energy and which has higher energy. So this is all about above principle, and by knowing above principle, it is easier for you for doing electronic configuration of any element. And then there is another rule named Hund's rule. And by knowing Hund's rule and above principle, you can easily do the electronic configuration of any element. So this is all about above principle. Thank you.